All right, so if you're looking for some tips on how to build your hamstrings, stay tuned. I'm gonna give you 3 awesome tips. All right, so hamstring training. I've always been like a little bit neurotic with my hamstrings. I always just wanted great hamstrings, particularly when you look at them from the side. You see that kind of hang. People talk about the hamstring hang. So how do you get that? Well, I love Romanian deadlifts. I love, various versions of stiff-legged deadlifts. But I tell you what, the most underrated exercise is leg curls and different leg curl variations. I think the problem is I really truly don't think people push the leg curls hard enough. They don't put enough intensity into them. Now, there are 3 things I like to do on leg curls to make them work to make you work a lot harder, and they're brutal. So the first thing is, and I want to give credit to Tom Platz. I've never in my life seen anybody doing partials on a leg curl except for Tom Platz. So I adopted that technique maybe 5-6 years ago. I started extending sets by doing partials. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a full range of motion, and then you're going to throw in a bunch of partials, and it'll give you a crazy pump. It'll drive a ton of blood in there. So Ivana's going to show you what I'm talking about over here. She's going to do 8 full reps. Now notice how she's doing a complete full range of motion. She's bringing it back as far as she can. 3, she's going to do 8 of these. 4. Got to make sure you do a good full range of motion on these. Okay, now let's say she can barely get this last rep. So just do this one more rep, Ivana. Now let's say she could barely do that. Now she's going to extend the set by doing partials. So watch what she does. She's coming up, but she's only coming down halfway. Her hamstrings are too tired to go down all the way, but there's still enough life in there to extend the set by doing partials. I like to do 8 to 10 partials. If you want to get really crazy, knock out another 15 partials. I can pretty much guarantee you her hamstrings are burning right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's technique number 1. I want you to start extending one set of your leg curls with partials. Not every set, just one set. I want you to try that. Okay, so that was partials. Another basic way to increase the intensity on the leg curls is good old-fashioned drop sets. They've been around forever. So once again, Ivana's going to show you how to do a drop set, okay? Again, another way to increase the intensity of the set and to push past normal failure. So she's going to do 6 reps with a full range of motion. 3, 4, 5, one more. Now let's say that was the last one she could get. Instead of stopping, now she's going to lighten the weight up. And she's going to knock out another 6. 3, 4. So again, another way to keep the set going, to drive more blood in there. Now, let me tell you how I like to do them. On the last set, I like to do like 4 or 5 drops. I'll do 6, I'll drop it, I'll do 6 again, I'll drop it, I'll do 6 again. Put everything you got. I mean, go crazy on these. And every rep you're doing, squeeze as hard as you can. This is how you get more bang for your buck out of this leg curl. If people did leg curls with this kind of intensity, they'd be blown away by how much better their hamstrings would get. That's tip number 2. All right, for tip number 3, this is a little bit more advanced. You can lower more weight than you can raise or press. For example, if you do a bench press, you're stronger. You can lower, like say 300 pounds, whereas you might be able to only press 200 pounds. That lowering is called the eccentric contraction of the muscle. Now, there's a way to take advantage of that on leg curls. So what we're going to do on this leg curl is I'm going to have Brett do a regular leg curl, but I'm actually going to load and give him some extra tension on the way down, not on the way up, on the way down. So think about that. He's got to work hard to get the weight up, but lowering it, the muscle's a little stronger. So I'm going to give him more tension where he's stronger. That ensures that you're getting a stronger contraction eccentrically, lowering the weight, and also he's using a good weight concentrically. So what you get is you end up getting maximum muscle tension, and that's what you want. This is very, very brutal. So I would only do 1 set like this as well. So watch what we're doing here. Brett's going to do 8 reps, and I'm going to load the weight eccentrically. Okay, go ahead, Brett. So I'm going to push on the way down. Don't go all the way down. Go about 3/4 of the way down. Let him come down on his own. I don't want to tear his hamstring. So I'm giving him pressure, then I'm letting him go. 3, just like this. You'll get a feel for it as you're doing it. 6, 2 more. 7, 1 more. And 8. All right. So that was tip number 3. Now, here's the thing. If you want to get just really crazy, start mixing and matching them. So in other words, Ivana did a drop set. She could have done the drop set, and then she could have added on the partials on top of that. So you can kind of mix and match these. Brett, he's doing the eccentric loading, where I'm loading. Now when he's tired, I can have him do partials. He can only come up halfway. So there's all kinds of, you can take the drop sets, the partials, and the eccentric loading, and you can kind of mix and match it on your last set. But I guarantee if you do this, your hamstrings will get loaded with blood. It takes your hamstring intensity to another level. So I want you to give that a shot and comment below and tell me what kind of hamstring pump you got. Thanks for watching.